Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Salam and hello everyone. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to make money in college, and my goal for this video is to help you to avoid scams and for students who cannot or do not have research opportunities, or for students do not have paid internships. So this is like a good making money in college video because of it's not dependent on the popular research as well as paid internships that many students do not have access to. So my name is Habiba Daudu. I have my bachelor's degree in chemistry and I graduated cum laude. The goal of this video is to just guide you towards not being broke in college. Honestly, that's really it. How to make money in college that everyone has access to. So the first way is tutoring. Now, tutoring has three different pathways. You can decide to be a college or university tutor. You can decide to be an external contract tutor, or you can be an entrepreneurial tutor. So, the college tutoring, which is number one in this slide, is the type of tutor that is paid by the university. And many universities have their standards. I know my university, Slippery Rock University of Pennsylvania, the you needed either an A or a B to apply. So, for example, if I wanted to tutor physical chemistry, I need to have had an A or a B in physical chemistry in order for me to be able to tutor. There's also another way you students will tutor, which is like by department. So I remember at the same university I went to, we had the students from the math department. I believe either like sophomores, juniors, seniors. The most important thing is that they're part of the math club. They were very active in their department, and a lot of them were tutors. Like they had tutoring sessions like 3 4 times a week every single day, Monday through Thursday, and they had it for like 3 to 4 hours. And they'll come in, they'll sign in, and they'll just help every student that needed math help, and they will help you with a lot of things. So that's one of the things. So if you know that you did great in a particular subject and you can teach a particular subject, make sure that the semester after you've taken a class that you've done well in, or done good enough based on your university's requirement, go and ask and see if you can become a tutor. So these type of tutors are usually paid by university or paid by the university or paid by the department. In order for you to know more about your university, ask around or ask the library. I know back in my university, tutoring used to happen on the first floor of the library for students. So make inquiries from your university, ask the library, ask around, or ask the department secretary to guide you and see whatever you can be helping with. So that's number one. Number two is the external contract tutoring. This is for people who would be working with tutoring companies outside of the university. So I remember I worked with Varsity Tutors, although I worked with them after I graduated from university during the pandemic. I know that there are people who can tutor. So the good thing about external tutoring is, depending on whatever contracting tutoring company that you work with, they could have a good like software that can make you be able to that can help you to manage your classes and all of that. I know Varsity Tutors was a good one. It's not sponsored. I know I tutored with them and I was paid twice a week. I think that's a great option for students that cannot tutor in your university or in your department, because maybe there's no longer space, or maybe you're not necessarily eligible for your university, but you're eligible for the tutoring company. So you have please do check the description box. It's gonna show you like an article that is gonna show you like a list of different tutoring companies, and apply to as many as possible. Honestly, when I was applying to be a tutor online, I applied to at least 12 tutoring companies. Some of them were just simply tutoring marketplaces like Wisent, and others were actual tutoring companies where I would help with my services. Um, I will provide my services and then they'll pay me, but they'll be the ones to find the students. They're gonna be the ones to advertise. They're gonna be the ones to have like the main resources and platform for tutoring. All I had to do was just have the knowledge and just show up. So I think you guys could also use that for tutoring. So check the description box for the article, or you can just simply Google online tutoring companies and apply for it. And you can do this while you're in college or while you're well during the summer. Then number three is entrepreneurial tutoring. This is more like your mini business. um, this is best for students who do not have a lot of on their plate for that particular semester. But if you know that like you have a hard major, for example, in STEM, and you feel like you can handle your own tutoring business, then you can go ahead and do it. One thing I have to mention though is if you become an entrepreneurial tutor, you're going to be responsible for your finding your own students. You're going to be responsible for your advertising, your social media marketing, if any. You're going to be responsible for like getting opportunities to post, like putting posters at your university. You're going to have to pay for some resources, for example, Zoom. You're also going to need to schedule everything. You're going to need to set rates, and you're going to be doing all of that while also working at your university. So it just depends on whatever you think is best for you. I would advise students who want to be entrepreneur tutors to do it during the summer or in semesters, during semesters where they feel like they can handle more tasks. But generally, I think number one and two is great for um online for students who just want to make money, and then number three is for students who can handle the work load and who have that entrepreneurial spirit and they are willing to push through. So that's the first one. The second one is selling study materials. I remember while I was in college, I was emailed by this company called Study Soup. I honestly do not know how they found out about me, but they wanted me to be an elite note taker where I would actively be taking notes and be uploading it on on their platform. And I'll get my classmates to go sign up over there and also just get access to my books, access to my notes. I thought it was a really good opportunity. As I have progressed after college, I've realized that there are also more study materials that students are willing to sell. The good thing about this is you don't have to be an exceptional student. You just have to take really good notes. You can sell your class notes, you can sell study materials, you can sell study guides that you've made yourself, and you can sell flashcards. Now the good thing about this is that you can do it if you're currently taking the class or if it is a previous class. So for example, if you take Gen Chem 1, your first semester, and then Gen Chem 2, that means if you're when you start to take Gen Chem 2 the following semester, if you have your good notes from Gen Chem 1, you can sell them. And as you're taking notes from Gen Chem 2, you can be actively posting and uploading them on a weekly basis. But honestly, all of this will depend on the service that you're using or the company that you're using. For example, Stuvia is a good one. Nexus Notes is a good one. Study Soup is a good one. You have to go online and browse all of this and check the sites for more information. The links for all of these places will be on the description box. So you have to check and know the eligibility, the commissions, the copyright rules, the pay rate. You have to check all of these things. If you guys would like to see a video where I go in detail for each one of these companies, I am 100% game to do that. But for right now, I'm just telling you like about the resources. But the important thing is go to the sites and find out. Then number three is teaching assistant or lab assistant. Um, Usually assistant position tend to be in the um how do you call this, in the department of your major. So teaching assistant, lab assistant, for example, um if you're a public health major, you're gonna have to go to the department that handles students that study in public health to be a teaching assistant. If you're a biology major, you're going to be a teaching assistant in the biology department. Now, maybe if your university does stuff differently, then you can, of course, make inquiries, but I'm just talking based on what I've known. to be true. So you can become a teaching assistant or you can become a laboratory assistant. You have to ask about assistant positions in your department and apply. You have to work with a professor for an entire semester. So this is going to be, it gives you some form of job security for a time being, right? It's going to be for a particular time. You're just gonna have work experience for just a particular time. Not work experience, but you're gonna at least work with a particular professor. Now, if you want to do it every single semester, maybe after your freshman year, you're allowed to do that. Check your with your school. I think the most important thing is you've already taken the class before. You did probably good in the class, and the department will work with you and give you like your responsibilities. You're gonna assist in coursework. Sometimes you might be asked to help grade exams. You're going to, for sure, answer student questions. You're going to help with scheduling. These are going to be things where you work with a particular professor. So you have to ask the department to see or ask other people who are currently doing it for these opportunities and see how you can succeed in them. And hopefully, by God's grace, you're going to get it. Now, number 5 is youth mentorship and counseling. Now, this one is not particularly school or college related. This is not like you have to get this resource from your college. I think the students who are great with counseling and being proactive, this is going to be a good one for you. So one thing you can do to make money is to reach out to local high schools or communities that you're passionate about. So for example, if you are a biology major or botany major and you love gardening, you can go online, Facebook, anywhere, and look for gardening um, communities and see whether they want someone with specific skills to assist maybe the youth. Because one thing I've noticed a lot of communities is very difficult for um, the youth, the adults in the community to engage with like the middle school and high schoolers in your community, and then you in college where you're an adult but you're also not an adult, like you're not like 30 plus, you're not like 40 plus, but you're kind of in the middle. You can serve as a great bridge between the youth in the communities and the adults. So that's a good one. So you can go reach out. Good communities would be like mosques, like myself. You can see I'm a Muslim. You can go to churches, you can go to like organizations where you know you could add value, and you could just talk to them, email the leader, go online, make your destiny, or go to the local high school in that particular community and say, I see that I could be of value in this area, this area, this area. Would you guys be willing to work with me and pay me a particular amount every single month? And I am going to be here to assist you guys in whatever you're struggling with for the youth, where the adults don't have to worry too much because I'm going to work both with the adults and the youth, but I would like to get paid. I think this would be good where you can like assist in college applications. You could assist in guiding students through like their future college experiences. You can give guidance, you can mentor, you can counsel, you can even do stuff that are not exactly related to your major. You can just be there for them, honestly, because it's becoming more and more difficult for there to be a bridge between like communities and adults. So lastly is in this is that you could also be successful maybe if you do a good job. Hopefully you do a good job in one of these places. You can like get a letter of recommendation. You can see maybe the mosque leader, the imam, or the church leader, the priest can write you a letter of recommendation and talk about how you've had an impact in that community. And who knows, you're going to be able to get more opportunities in life through that way. And then number 6 is your unique talent and creativity. So, sorry, that's number 5. Unique talent and creativity. This is not major specific because you may have talents that are related to your major or not to your major. So this is because this is 2023, honestly, you can just find a way to do this, right? You can easily start, and this is usually easy and simple. The way you can do this, you can educate yourself on YouTube, educate yourself on other social media platform. Maybe if you like to bake, you can maybe bake two really good cakes. Um, per week, or one really good cake per week can cost, and tell someone that you have to pay you $300 or $400 for it. You could be a good photographer, you could be good with freelance writing, graphic design. You can go on the website called Fiverr, and you can like work on your own mini business, and you can just do like a side hustle. Basically, side hustle does not have to be related to what your career is or what your major in school is. You can do it. And the good thing about this is you can do it online, you can do it, on campus, you can do it outside of campus. You can also do it during the school break, like the winter break or the summer break, spring break. All of this exists. So that's just like my 2 cents. I think that this will be very helpful for a lot of students that do not have access to like research or paid internships. Like while I was in college, I only did research one time, and it was for about like a month assisting my professor. So I was more like a lab assistant for the summer. I didn't really get research opportunities because that was only available to certain students. Um, and I did not qualify or was not eligible, even though I tried many times. I also know that there are some students who are lucky to get paid internships, and not everyone has the access. So I hope the five different the five different, I guess, subheading of what you could do to make money has been useful. And I wish you guys all the very best. Please do not forget to like, to subscribe, and to share. And do not forget, my name is Habiba Daudu. And if you have any questions in the comment section, please write it down for me. I want to hear you guys' opinions, and I also want to hear you guys' um input. And I plan on making a part two of this video. So if you would like to see that, make sure you put it in the comment section and hit the like button. I wish you guys all the very best. Have a good rest of your day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.